Welcome aboard to the Titanic! We're taking a look at this. But this is Titanic. Experience one of the greatest films like you've never seen it before. Experience Academy Award winner director James Cameron's epic masterpiece, Titanic like never before. Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet shine in this unforgettable love story born on tragedy that became a worldwide phenomenon. Take the journey and discover why critics declare Titanic a magnificent motion picture that remains spellbinding. If you want to miss it on part 1 and part 2, that's got a lot of 2 DVDs in one. Next up, the National Geographic Secrets of the Titanic includes new special, Save the Titanic with Bob Ballard. National Geographic remembers the 100th anniversary of the sinking of the Titanic with a special collection of specials include the original classic Secret of the Titanic and a new special, Save the Titanic with Bob Ballard. Some special features include the last hours of the Titanic, behind the scenes, and Q&A with Dr. Ballard. Later, but even though Titanic, 20 years later with James Cameron. James Cameron looks back at the critical choices he made when creating the blockbuster film Titanic, and with the teams of experts, puts those ideas to the test against the wealth of new Titanic research, underwater footage, computer-generated simulations, and scholarly discovery, continuing to unravel the many mysteries of this iconic and tragic event. Titanic's final mystery. 100 years later, the truth about his demise is finally beginning to surface. On April 15th, 1912, the frigid North Atlantic Ocean played host to the biggest maritime catastrophe in history. For the last 100 years, the sinking of the RMS Titanic has grown so large that legend has replaced the truth. However, recent findings in modern technology have raised new questions about what really happened that fateful night. Follow Titanic detective Tim Moulton from the icy Labrador current of the Atlantic to blustering deserts of the Mojave, as he shatters old myth and sheds new light on a disaster that sent over 150 passengers and crew to the watery grave. Combining 20 years of research with thousands of hours of testimony and early reports, we piece together the final hours before and after the collision and reveal how this unsinkable liner was doomed from the outset. Questar, ship to shore. 120 topic attractions on 12 world cruises. An ocean cruise offers a promise of excitement, discovery, romance, and adventure. So does it monitor DVD, which helps you picture your plans or dream voyage of the following cruises: Alaska, Eastern Caribbean, Western Caribbean, Northern Europe, Western Europe, Greece, Hawaii and Tahiti, Mexico, Mediterranean, New England and Canada, Palmana Cronel, and South America. And here are some of these books about Titanic. Iceberg Right Ahead, The Tragedy of the Titanic, the story of the sinking of the Titanic, and its discovery of its wreckage 73 years later. Has fascinating people for a century. But even after this time, there is still more to learn. Disasters. Titanic. The builders of the ocean liner Titanic advertised the ship as unsinkable. They were soon proved wrong when the ship hit an iceberg and sank on its very first voyage, killing more than 150 passengers and crew. Even today, the Titanic continues to fascinate people, but more importantly, the doomed ship's story offers valuable lessons about safety at sea. You wouldn't want to sail on a Titanic? One voyage you'd rather not make. Get ready. It's April 10th, 1912, and you are about to embark on a maiden voyage of the world's greatest ocean liner, the RMS Titanic. Watch out for icebergs. Oh, really? A new book in 2023? But here's 4 days of the Titanic. It is true that the Titanic sank at least in 3 hours. Yes, at around 11:40 p.m. on the night of April 14, 1912, the Titanic hit an iceberg. At 2:20 a.m., the mighty ship plunged beneath the water. Inside you'll find a description of daily life of the Titanic and a detailed account of the ship's tragic final hours. Photos, diagrams, and actually news reports about the shipwreck. True facts that will shock and amaze you. And finally, survivor stories. Shipwreck. Survivor stories about shipwreck is the true stories of survival. Well, and that's about it. Join us again next time for another learn and including news for these stories about anything you want to do. See you next time, everyone. Bye.